Welcome to Quiz Gentry, your history quiz channel to all things maritime. Today, let's test our knowledge of RMS Queen Elizabeth's construction with 25 questions and just 8 seconds to answer each. But before we begin, we ask that you consider subscribing to the channel. Hit the bell to stay updated with our quizzes testing your knowledge of iconic vessels. Now, let's dive in to see how well you know about the RMS Queen Elizabeth. All right, friends, we take our first question. Which shipyard built RMS Queen Elizabeth? We have Harland, John Brown, or Vickers. John Brown. She was built at Clydebank, Scotland. The next question says, who was the managing director during construction? Do you think it was John Ranney, James McNeil, or John Brown? John Brown. He secured an excellent QE order. 3. What was the hull number assigned? 552, 736, or 1011? Hull 552 was her designation. In which year was the keel laid? Options are 1936, 1938, or 1940. (1938) is correct. Question 5. What material was primarily used for the hull? Aluminum, steel, or iron? Steel. Steel built massive hull. This question here can be a little confusing. It says which company designed the ship's turbines? Parsons, Westinghouse, or Parsons? Parsons. A display of powering masterpiece. How many propellers did the ship have? The figures are 2, 3, or 4. What do you say? Yes, she was equipped with 4 propellers. 8. What was the ship's original gross tonnage? 70,000, 83,673, or 90,000? 83,673. 9. Which river was the ship launched into? You have Thames, Mersey, and Clyde to choose from. Launched into the River Clyde. Question 10. Who was the chief naval architect? (11) What was the ship's yard number? 534, 552, or 736? (552). Yard number was 552. 12. Which monarch launched the ship? King George V, Queen Mary, or Queen Elizabeth? Queen Elizabeth, launched by her namesake. 13. What was the ship's length? 1,031 feet, 1,019 feet, or 1,035 feet length? Was 1,031 feet. 14. How many boilers power the turbines? 12, 24, or 48? 12 boilers were installed. Question 15. What was the maximum speed achieved? 28 knots, 31 knots, or 33 knots? 31 knots. 16. Which company supplied the steel plates? Bethlehem, Krupp, or Colville's? Colville's. 17. How many decks did the ship have? 12, 15, or 20? 12 featured 12 decks. 18. What was the beam measurement? 118 feet, 120 feet, or 135 feet? Was 118 feet. 19. Which company provided the main engines? Sulzer, Mann, or John Brown? Engines by John Brown. Question 20. How many lifeboats were installed? 20, 22, or 24? She was equipped with 24 lifeboats. 21. What was the draft of the ship? 32 feet, 38 feet, or 42 feet? Draft measured 38 feet. 22. Which type of turbines were used? Steam, gas, or diesel? Utilize steam turbines. The trend of that era. 23. How many funnels did the ship have? 1, 2, or 3? Featured 3 iconic funnels. 24. Another trick question here, and it says, what was the ship's original name? Queen Mary, Queen Elizabeth, or Queen Victoria? Queen Victoria. Still a perfect name for the iconic lady. Our last question of the day, friends. Which year was the ship completed? 1938, 1940, or 1942? Completed in 1940. Thank you for watching, friends. See you in the next quiz. Bye-bye.